Hello there. So this is the Music Makers at the Keyboard Book 4, Lesson 55. And we are going to go over the Old Gray Cat. We're going to be talking about movement 1 and movement 4. So let's look at first and talk about all the things that we already know before we even start playing by looking at the music. So, as you can see, we're going to first find out the key signature. It is G. This is on the treble clef on the second line is G right here. And right away, notice where we're going to play our low G in the left hand. Way down here, that's the first line. So let's situate ourselves and find out where that low G in the left hand is located on the whole keyboard. Here's your middle C where I have my little star. The G on in the treble clef on the second line is the first G above middle C, right here, treble G. Okay, so middle C. This one is the G we're talking about in the right hand. Now we're going to go low for the left hand. The first G that comes is this one. That's called the bass G. But that's not the one this one is referred to. Oops, this one. This one is an octave lower, so please find that octave lower. That's the G that is on the first line in the bass clef. And if you look, that's going to be played in the first line, or in the second measure, so to speak. That's going to be your G-do. And if you look now, can you tell me what the other sound is that's going to be played with the left hand together? If G is a line note, then the next line note is Mi. There's nothing there though. And then the next line note is So. So we're playing an open fifth. Do, so. Let's play that. Okay. Now we're going to play the left hand through. Again, look at your notes. Do you notice all these ties? There's a tie for the low G. Keep going, keep going. And there's a tie for the D, the so. Do you see that? So that means you're only playing the open fifth one time right here. And you're holding and holding and holding until you're going to play it again here, and you go hold it again. And then the left hand gets to do something. And here it's again hold. Right? So here we go. Pretty easy. The old gray cat is sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Now we're starting the second line. The old gray cat is sleeping. Now bear with me. The next note is one step down from so. So that's fa, fa. That's the second finger. Mark that as number 2. Now we're skipping over the third to re and down to do. Pretty easy. Fa, re, do. In the house. So left hand is playing a cool little harmony there. All right. Left hand, really easy. If it's not, please practice it, and then we'll come back. So let's look at the right hand. And we didn't even talk about what time signature are we in. Ooh, there's 6 and 8. And do you remember what that means? That means we have 6 beats in one measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. So we're going to have in one measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do, da, dee, do, da, dee. Okay. Now, it starts out with just one single lonely little eighth note beat. You see that? That is not a complete measure. No, that's just one beat. There's 5 that are actually missing. Well, guess what? The 5 that are missing are at the end of this song. Because as you know, we keep on singing the song again and again and again until the very end. Okay? And then, lo and behold, you might play it again. So if you count the beats in the back in the last measure right here of the first movement, we have a dotted quarter note. That would be 1, 2, 3. And then we have a quarter note without a dot. That's another two beats. 4, 5. And the missing 6th beat is here. And it's called an upbeat or an anacrusis. So, right. Let's talk about, again, where we're going to start. So we're in the key of G, right? But, the G is not our first note, is it? The upbeat note is what? It's the note below the staff. We all know that note. It's a D. And guess what? That D is a So. Here would be the high So. Do, mi, and So. There's the D here. But now we have the So down here. So we're starting our song below Do. On actually that D. And since we're starting there and we have to go all the way to our home tone G in the second note or second measure, we're going to put our thumb on So, and then Do is on our 3rd finger here. So it's a little awkward because guess what? We only have 1 finger here for these 2 notes. But we'll get to that later because we're going to have to shift our hand back to that if we need these 2 notes. Just right now, we're going to spread out our hand a little bit farther apart. So let's chant in rhythm language on melody. Dee, do, dee, do, dee, do, 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 dee, do, dee, do, dee, do, 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 do. Okay, that's the rhythm. You know the song. Let's sing it and play it. Let's sing it and play it in solfege. So, do, mi, do, so, do, so, do, so, do, mi, do, so. Now is the time where I talked about shifting back to our down. So we have fingers here for those two keys. La, and now T is our black key. T, do. I should have mentioned that before, that we are actually shifting, so our 3rd finger is on a F sharp. Why? Do you know why that is? So, la, ti, do. Well, we are in the key of G. And if we play our G major scale, here we go, do it with me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So the T is our black key, which is your sharp. That's listed here, marked here and there. It's exactly where your F sharp is. So, even if we're playing below the Do, we have to follow key signature. So we go La, So, La, and here's your T, T and Do. Yeah, awkward. We're ending on 4th finger on Do. That's how it is. All right, so let's see if we can play that together. Now your hands, your fingers, your eyes should be on the sheet music. You're starting with the upbeat, right? So the left hand has an eighth note rest there. Can you see that little hook? That's called eighth note rest or an eighth rest. And it comes in on the first beat in the second measure. The old gray cat is sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. The old, I'm in a second line now, on old. Gray cat is sleeping. Now, watch me. Both fingers are playing second finger, easy. Now, the right hand is going to play F sharp here on the black key. And the left hand, remember, skipping over this finger on B goes down to A. T, so that's that. And then Do is left hand fifth finger and right hand fourth finger. Let's do again La Ti Do. Find C here and G. See how beautiful? Harmony. That's La. Now skip up note on the left hand to fourth finger. Step up in the right. Also harmony. And now one step up and one step down the left hand. Okay. Great. You practice that. Take one step at a time. Don't rush, please. This is largo. This is when the cat is sleeping. Means it's played slowly and broadly, kind of stately, really slowly, largo. Now, let's go to the fourth movement. And we're skipping 2 and 3 for right now because the fourth movement is very similar to the first movement. All right, so what do we see? First of all, it's when the cats are scampering, and it's called vivace. Also in Italian, it means lively and quickly, fast. Okay, so obviously it's the movement for the mice that are scampering. So they are scampering quickly, right? Good. So what do we see now right away in the left hand? Left hand is not playing down here. Do you see that? Left hand is playing, can you guess? It's playing an octave higher. So here's your low G, here's your bass G. Yes, and it is a space note. How confusing is that? Well, that's how it is. So we're going to play Do. And is there a Mi in the middle? Yes. So get your situated here. Yes, we're going right into the middle C realm, but the left hand is shooing away the right hand because the right hand is playing an octave higher now. How do we know that? Well, because of this symbol right here. It's called 8VA ... 8VA ... That means all these notes are played an octave higher than it is appearing on the sheet music, right? It appears as here, but it tells us you play exactly those notes over here, an octave higher. Good. You can see that now. So, and of course it fits because the mice are scampering. It's a higher note. They're kind of faster and higher and quicker and squeaky. So, this is your sound. Okay? Again, right hand has an upbeat. Left hand comes in the first beat of measure 2. And what else could we recognize here in articulation? What are those little dots mean underneath each note on the right hand? Staccato, which means I forgot to mention, in largo, the right hand is playing a legato. Can you see that? That whole bow right here, that arch, that means connected. Don't lift up your hand. It's all connected. Legato, which means the cat is sleeping. It's smooth. And here it's scampering, so the mice are scampering. Okay, so Let's just do the left hand and see what's going to happen with the left hand at the end of this little movement. The lit. So wait a minute. Left hand is playing staccato there in the chord? No. So just normal. The little mice are scampering, scampering, scampering. The little mice are scampering. All right. Last two measures to go. Can you see what's happening? Second finger on fa, re, and then broken chord, do and mi. So it is pretty much very similar to the first movement, right? Fa, re, do and mi. All right. And the right hand, should we do it quick alone? Make sure you play staccato. The li. So before we do that, sorry, I'm always playing ahead of myself. We are adding a couple more words. Scampering, right? So we have to make that expressive on the piano. We have to play those sounds that we make with speaking out or singing the words. So sing the words with me right now. The little mice are scampering, scampering, scampering. The little mice are scampering in the house. That's it. If this is hard for you, I really encourage you to keep practicing the right hand, sounding out each word of the song and playing it accordingly in the melody of your right hand. Okay? We can quick go through it one more time in the triple language. We start on D. Ready, set, go, and D, do, D, do, D, do, D, do, do, D, do, do, D, do, D, do, D, do, D, do, D, do, 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 do. That's it. Putting it together when you're ready. The lit. Oh, I want to play staccato in the left hand. The little mice are scampering, scampering, scampering. The little mice are scampering. Oh, now we're going to play staccato in the left hand too. See that? Which makes it easier. In the house. One more time, in the house. Ready, go. Second finger together. In. Fourth finger and third finger. The house. And it's played in piano. Okay. You can do that. Great. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching.